But we need breakfast.
Jim can't go another 17 miles, he says, without getting breakfast. So we're getting breakfast. Every time I eat with you, Jim, it's earlier than I normally. I usually have breakfast about 10:30.
Don't you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning?
I get up usually between 4 and 5 in the morning.
So this is lunch for you.
So I have... So I usually have breakfast, mid-morning, 10:30, and every time I meet Jim, I'm eating early. That's okay. Gives me more opportunities to eat, which is why I don't eat until late in the day, trying to avoid that. And, oh, by the way, in this video, this is the first video that I'm making since I saw this, but I want to give a shout out to my friend Chris Smith out of Kentucky. He gave me a really nice shout out on his channel. I've done the same for him. I want to do it again. Very, very nice of you, Chris. And I'm glad you like that dirtbag joke. I'll probably be getting hate mail because of that now. But that's okay. It's all in good fun.
Was that the... What's the difference between a Hoover vacuum and a Harley rider?
Yes, the location of the dirtbag.
I don't agree with that kind of talk. I like all
He's
motorcycles.
probably the worst at it. He does like all motorcycles, as do I. And I like all motorcycle riders. It's just, hey, listen, I'm not the only one talking about the fact that Harley-Davidson riders, a lot of them don't ride. Although I think that might be changing. I think it's mainly because a lot of Harley riders have started out on Japanese brands or German or Italian brands, and they've gone to Harley Davidson.
No. Once you ride Italian, you don't switch over to Harleys. Kidding me?
I don't know why you wouldn't switch after. I don't know why. I mean, you could stay with a Harley Davidson and still have the kind of mechanical troubles and expenses and maintenance schedule.
Listen, I'm a Ducati guy, and I'll be the first to say that Ducatis are the Harley equivalent. How do I say it? It's the
equivalent of an Italian Harley Davidson.
Yes, exactly. Because people buy Ducatis for the name on the tank. Instead of putting chrome on it, they put carbon fiber on it. They don't put a ton of miles on it. They spend more time cleaning than riding. And they're always famous, never seen rain. Why the f*** do you ever buy a motorcycle? Why would you be proud of your motorcycle? Never seen rain. Come on. Motorcycles. Alright, I'm sorry. I see that look he's giving me.
That rivals a Sharon rant. Ooh.
So you can tell him I'm getting hangry.
Yeah. Hangry, huh?
Yes, I'm getting hangry.
He's angry because he's hungry.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's it. We don't want to piss any more people off. So for now, over and out. We're good to go now. Here we go. So listen, Jim.
Yes.
I want to ask you a question because a viewer of mine and a good moto vlogger himself, Chris Smith, had this on his video yesterday, and I would like to ask you what you think. He was talking about moto vloggers who cut videos and then stockpile them, and or will repost videos. They'll take them down and then repost them at a different time. I don't know why they would do that other than to get views or maybe just have them reintroduced. But let me ask you, do you think that it makes a difference if you're watching a video that's a year old?
No.
No, you don't?
Nope.
So that doesn't bother you that you may be watching something...
Only if for somehow somebody can imply that their video is something that it isn't. That I would have a problem.
Okay, so in other words, as long as somebody's puts like I do on my Moto Noise or some other stuff, recorded on June 28th, or I put that in the description. Then, well, the thing is, you can't. I guess this is the way I feel about it. You can't really anticipate when somebody's going to watch your video anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Like because occasionally I'll go back onto BWOM and I'll find a video on BWOM that I didn't watch before.
Right.
And that could have been recorded 5 years ago.
Right.
And but if somebody's implying that, let's say they're doing a ride and they're saying I'm riding today and I'm heading to Alaska today, or I guess that's a bad example. But I guess I just don't like dishonesty.
Yeah.
Anyway, any which way you can cut it.
Right. So as long as it's on the video, it's disclosed, or you have some way. I mean, I'm going to be posting stuff over the winter that was recorded, and it's pretty obvious that it wasn't recorded now.
Me too.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's pretty standard in comment. Yeah. My comment to Chris was, the viewers will decide.
Yep.
It really kind of depends on the subject. The example that I gave is, if you're releasing the review of a restaurant that closed 2 years ago, pretty unnecessary and kind of foolish.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you're doing something like that, I would guess that in the process of making the video, you would check, and then you could say at the end of the video, oh, by the way, this restaurant closed because I said it sucked and I killed it, or this restaurant's not around anymore. But I don't know. And I think why people would delete a video and re-release it, probably because they just don't have a lot of content. They're trying to keep content going, or maybe after a certain amount of time, they have newer subscribers, and like when I find someone cool, like Itchy Boots, I just started watching all Itchy Boots and stuff.
Itchy Boots, yep.
Well, because I don't have all the time in the world to just sit in front of my computer the whole time, I haven't gone back and watched some of her older videos if she hasn't. So maybe people think, well, I get a really good video a couple of years ago, and I'll re-release it, and maybe there's somebody else who can watch it that's never watched it.
Yeah, that's a point. I think that is a point. That sometimes maybe just from a distribution aspect, it might be a good idea to take it down. If you released it when you first started your channel and nobody was watching, and it wasn't 6 months before you got enough subscribers or viewers, I could see maybe take it down, repost it.
Yeah.
And you can even say this is a repost. Matter of fact, I think I've seen, I think I saw Cruiseman do that on Cruiseman's Garage. I think he actually posted a video and said, this is a repost. I believe it was him. I wouldn't swear to him. I think it was, but I guess nothing wrong with that either, as long as you're telling people what it is that they're watching. So just wanted to get another Moto Vlogger's opinion on that. I thought it was a great question and a great topic that Chris put up there, and he got a lot of different answers.
So the only thing I want to say is, Chris Smith, come over. If you're not following James Cormier, come on over. Check out my channel.
and honestly, I don't mind the shameless plugs.
And by the way, I'll be reposting all my videos.
That's it from the front seat of the monster here. All right. See you in a bit. Over and out.
See you in a bit.
That's his.
Yeah.
Now listen. I apologize. Copyrighted. I apologize for that, because he said over and out one time, and I threatened to sue him.
Yes.
So I apologize. That was a slip. So over and out.